birthday, and boy, is she gorgeous. You know what? I don't know. How do I even introduce you? You know her for her role as Ukondisile on Isibaya. You also know her on The Queen, and you know her for her beauty on Instagram. So, Mona.
Ni?
Yeah, Pilunjan, I'm so sorry. Are you good?
Yes, ngiyaphila wena.
I'm very, very good.
I'm very well.
I want to know something, Jessica.
Yes.
Hey, from Mpangeni.
Yep. It's
How was
Kawin.
that? Eskawini.
Yes.
How was that growing up there in the north of KZN?
I mean, it was great. It's a great town. It's peaceful. Ngintombazane nje yaselokishini through and through. But angihlala ngakakhulu eSikhawini. That's why most people don't know. Because I went to boarding school, Eshowe. I say boarding school from like grade 2 till matric. I was in Ishawi, then moved to Pietermaritzburg. So I've never, yes, I'm from there, and ekhaya kulapho. My mom is there, but I've never lived there for a long period of time. But that will always be my home. I am Zululand through and through, Iskawini.
And through. So most actors,
Absolutely.
but level for acting, nale passion by watching other legends on screen.
Yeah.
Was this also the case for you?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I don't know if I've told the story before, but I would always sit. I can watch a movie at least like 30 times. Ngifuna ukubuka imovie ngize ngi-acte nabo aba-actayo. Every word they say it with them. So it was just that every movie I watch, I'll be every single character in the movie acted out alone in my res room or my dorm room. Ngi-acte. Makuyi-scene yokukhala ngikhale ngihayize. Mangihleka ngijuluke ngibe manzi te ngenza the musicals, dancing, playing. So in my room, if anyone who had to put a camera in any of my dorm rooms in boarding school and res, bengahleka ngingathi nje angiphilile, just dancing and acting on my own. Literally.
She's pretty, but she's a little bit
Ukuthi hayi kodwa la mbukeni ukuthi wenzani mbukeni. But you need a little bit of crazy to be an actor. Uba novele nje ekhaya kunayile ndawo.
From a law student to shapa you could turn off ram fast to nje actually me I want drama.
Yes.
Why? How was that? What motivated the change?
It's what I loved doing. I mean, from a young age, I was always just drawn to performing and acting.
Yeah.
And when I studied law, why I wanted to do law was because I'm a lawyer. Ngiyabona sengathi ayaperform mayise defend abantu babo, you know, a courtroom. So I realized that the only reason why I wanted to do law was because I wanted to perform for the people in the room. So akuvele ngenze what I actually want. And fortunately, then I did my research and discovered that it is something that you can study for. It is a profession, and you can get a degree for it. And I spoke to my parents and and I studied drama instead. And honestly, I iconic drama department at UKZN, and I literally lived there. My colleagues, my peers are studying there by the law department, and mina ngihleli ku drama department ngibuka ama show saying I can do that.
Even me.
Yeah, even me. You know, nami ngiyakwazi. And then I made the jump, and I decided not to let fear hold me back, and I studied that.
Your parents, did they not have a little bit of fear? Ukuthi, hey, Nkosi, law is a bit more, you know, stable as opposed to this acting thing.
Lalela. I mean, obviously the first question was, okay, ufuna ukwenzani? I said, okay ke. Usuqedile ukufunda.
Yeah.
Just like usuqedile. Uzokwenzani? Uzosebenza ngena ku-generations. That was just uyitshela uzongena kwi-generations. It's no, phela there's many other things. Uzongena yini kwi-generations? You know, you can imagine ukuthi that was the only thing. It's okay when ufuna ungena kwi-generations angithi uzongena nini? Mawuqeda uzongena kanjani? Ufika kanjani eGoli? Njengoba like that, and so it was just everything seemed so far-fetched.
Yeah.
You're studying this, but everything's going to happen in Joburg. How are you going to get to Joburg? You're going to get into generations. I guess born. And for some reason, I was just so calm going, yeah, ngizongena kwi-generations. Uthi uswayini mangisho? Angithi ngizongena khona. Hey, perfect, let's go.
I love it. So you knew from the get-go, this is what I need to do.
Yeah, I believe in speaking positive over your life.
Yeah.
Nawe awukho sure ukuthi uzongena kwi-generations. Ngeke uzongena ngoba lokhu kuphinda ukusho. Like, stop saying that over yourself.
Yeah.
Speak positivity, speak life. Speak ukuthi yazi one day ngifuna ukwenza ukuthi nokuthi makhona abaphikisayo uthanda phika wena kodwa mina ngizokwenza phela
nazo ngizobona ngami
yeah nizobona ke thulani valani la ngizobona.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, she's still in studio with us. We'll be having even more conversation. Uzwile babonise. If they think you can't do it, just show them. She just kept quiet and she showed them instead. we're on the hangouts, sibhizi A-list yethu. Ngizombiza, we're on a first name basis. No longer Jessica Nkosi, no. We're on that Luyanda type of tip, you know? I will show you. For a young person who's stuck course, hey, efuna abazali Nkosi yami. And yena ipassion yakhe ikwenye indawo. How important is it in choosing the right career path when it comes to university?
You know what? I once did a talk for a 16-year-old girl. And she, with conversations with her, you can see that she really wanted to be in the entertainment space. And obviously her parents were not having it. And funny enough, they were pushing her now to study law. So I went up and I had prepared my speech. And I'm just going to motivate the kids, all the 16-year-olds in the room. But as soon as I got up there, my speech was directed to the parents. To go, Bazali, please know that as kids, as the way we were created different, with different talents, all of us to add something to this earth. Imagine, Uguti, you guys think that uNkulunkulu ngempela was so uncreative that he created us ukuthi sibe one of three professions, ukuthi udokotela, lawyer, noma yini accountant. Really? So you really just out of like the whole world, every single child will just go into those three because abazali phela udokotela, wenza accounting, umeli, you know, and it's like you can't. At the end of the day, imagine if Ubabaga Serena, Venus and Serena had said, hell no, stop this tennis rubbish. What future are you going to have playing tennis? Are you kidding me? Loku kichima on the ground with chulu. Hambo fund. Imagine he said that and you wouldn't have the greatness that is Venus and Serena, you know. Instead, he said, okay, I'm going to nurture this. I'm going to build this. I'm going to make sure I get them extra lessons. So whatever talent that, you know, as a parent, uyabona ingane yakho has, nurture that, build that. Don't just throw it out the window and say agwiluto. Your child will literally change the world ngalelo talent. And noma ngabe yini. They could be good at drawing and then they start drawing cartoons and they end up being international, drawing for Disney, you know, or Marvel. The possibilities are endless. It could be something ongayiboni. It could be umuntu uthi ngithanda ukwenza makeup mina. You know, suddenly they are doing makeup for international movies, or they are at Generations, you know, doing makeup. Generations will always be my example. But I really believe in just focusing towards what is it that you love doing personally? What is it that you are good at? And nurture and build on that. And if it is you really have a love for the medics, study medicine. If you have a love for fighting the law, criminal law, whatever, go towards that. But whatever it is, nurture and build on that.
And it's so much easier to wake up in the morning knowing
right? Imagine, you know, it's
miserable.
You're miserable. You know, Tolabantu was saying, yes, I would have really preferred to do this. Imagine every morning we have when instead you wake up every day. I mean, for me, acting, our call time is 5. You know, by the time people wake up, mina sengihleli we make up singayiqeda. You know, shaye u6 and it's the makeup done on my way to shoot my first scene. I'm about just siyavuka. Oh. But I had absolutely no problem waking up at 4:30 every single day, even on a Saturday, and I'd do it every day for the rest of my life because I love storytelling. I love acting. It's so therapeutic for me, and I want to do it for the rest of my life.
That are toxic? Acting is therapeutic. Have you ever played a toxic role? Hey, this one is too much, man. It's draining.
Can I just paint a picture for you? We go through the most even in our lives. I mean, come on, it's so therapeutic to be able to step out of Jessica Nkosi. I know that for 12 hours in a day, I am not me. I remember there was one of my lowest points where I felt like, I had to literally, after shooting, get out of character, and that's when studying drama really helped and get the character out of my body and not take her home with me. Was when Kondi was going through she was married to an older man, Upegifa, and he was raping her, and she was in the room, and he was raping her daily and whatever. And that was just like, oh my God, he was weighing so heavy on me. That, maybe you'd say it was really the lowest point. But then I would, after that, decharacterize. I think that's the word. I hope my,
It has to be. It sounds right.
I hope my lecturers aren't listening. And they're like, really? We taught you better. But yeah, decharacterize. It does
Sounds
make
better
sense.
than uncharacterized. Yes, I'm going for
D,
that one. Yeah,
decharacterize. And take her out of my body.
Yeah.
Ngimkhiphe, leave her on set and go home as me. Come back, put her on the next day and continue with her mess. And then at the end of the day, drop her there and go home. So it's just being able to decharacterize. Uphume kuleyo character. You don't have to take it home with you. Otherwise, it's going to hurt you as an actor, the person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ukondi,
Yep.
18th of March, 2013. That's when, you made waves on the screens for the first time on Inspire. Hey, what trend, man. This beautiful girl who many could relate with because of her authenticity, right? What goes through your mind when thinking of this big break? Was it a, thank God, finally saying Figide? What went through your mind on that day when you saw yourself and how people were reacting to your character?
I just saw that it can only be God because I don't know how.
You're still-
Namangas. It's just ukulandela what you love, continuing with that, doing the best at what you love.
Yeah.
And making sure that you make the most of your opportunities. I mean, had I gotten that call, let's say, hey, yazi ukuthini? Khona auditions aseThekwini, asazi ukuthi kuthiwa awe short film. Kuthiwa yazi khona kuzohola 200 rand into enjani. Hambani kodwa niyobona. And with all that information where someone was just like, it's just a thing, you're probably going to get paid 200, they're probably going to play you.
That's how they say?
Yes.
Aibo, only to find out.
So I was like, okay, I'm still going to go because I was at the mind of whoever maybe is in that room is the producer of Generations. And they will see me and say, we're going to cast her for this short film where she's going to pay 200 rand. But I love this girl and I love her acting.
Yeah.
Khona i-role yazi ABC dinga ezowenza ABC. Cela ukuthi auditionele yona. Boom, sengene. So I was like, you know what? Ngidinga lo muntu okuleleya room. So lo line lo, I'm going to stand in this line.
I'm going to wait my turn.
And if I can pay 200 rand for this role, I'm going to take my 200 rand and I'm going to use it to travel to the next audition, okay? Yokusala imali khona ukuthi ngigibele ngiye kwi-audition. Ngangena phakathi and I'm glad that angisibanga umuntu oyitshela ukuthi never gonna happen angilapho.
That's too little.
I still went into the room because I really believed ukuthi ungalokhu undermine izinto undermine abantu in that other room, you never know who it was. And mangena khona Angus, I had just seen a documentary on Angus where all the stars that I love, also Findaba, were just talking about him, about the work he's done. Konu Angus, Kagu Kona, Kutlano was also a casting director. Kagu Kona Uadze, phenomenal director that I've also seen a few of his movies, and I was just like, Mangan, I was just starstruck. I'm like, some people won't know these people, but I've done enough research and I'm obsessed with this industry enough. Ukuthi ngiyamazi mina lo baba, ngiyamazi nalona, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like these people. But I'm like, angizoyenza short film yami le ncanyana. Kanti it was actually for Isibaya.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Imagine if you had taken it small, it's just there.
Right. That's it. No man it's ngeke ngimoshe imali yami. Ngigibela because I had to go from home eSkhawini to Durban. Ngilale over at relatives that I have here in Durban, and then ngagibela ngaya somewhere in Durban. Some are familiar much with Durban, but ngagibela ngaya khona ngiconnect ngihambe ngibuza ukuthi gibelaphi mangifuna ukuyala ngiyaphi ngaze ngafika to the audition.
I'm sure labantu babuza mase bakubona on TV. Hayibo.
Aw nangi lo sisi lona.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're chatting with our A-lister for today. We're not done yet. You know what? Let's do this. Let's just take it to Zimbabwe just a little bit. It's Prince KB and Amin Fako. We'll be back with more conversation. We're still here with our A-lister for today. You Jessica Nkosi, the gorgeous, the talented. You know what? And one thing for sure, this interview has been one of the easiest. It's been the most chilled. It's so relaxed.
Yes.
Hi, let's talk about the difficult parts of staying relevant and on top of your game gule industry, even though you were on our screen every single night. How difficult is it to just stay relevant? What does it take from you?
Yeah, I mean, outside of being on the screen every single night, and that way abantu, abakhohlwa. I think even outside of that, in this day and age, I mean, I feel like back in the day, there was no Instagram or social media, rather. So it was just mawumbona TV, but relevant ngalokho.
Yeah.
But now we have
Hey, kuraf man.
lalela.
Kuningi man.
Kuningi kakhulu. Sakhona ne-TikTok manje ngiyabuza nayo i-TikTok account anginayo.
Now what must I do? What must I say now on the TikTok?
Angazi ngiyanqena. But ikhona lokho okungafunakala, akufunakali ukunqena. Akufunakali laziness.
Nginaleyo nkinga.
No, akwazi. You need to be able to wake up, look good, be a certain way, take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Outside of emsebenzini, you'll get hair and makeup done. Outside of that, we should tell you take care of yourself, take care of your face, take care of your body, take care of your nails. Like, I was talking to my accountant and he was like, kahle when you shouldn't be taxed for even doing your nails. Mele,
You get taxed for doing it?
I mean like they should be like a little they should be like he told me the word for it.
Incentive.
But yes, oh my god. Look at you, so smart. Knowing
you are
big
here
knowing
now.
big words
Big
and stuff.
English.
Okay, thank you. That's the exact word he used. Ukuthi umsebenzi kuthina mina nawe umsebenzi lokho.
constantly look good.
Yes, your hair needs to be on point. Your nails needs to be on point. And that's just you must to maintain. Also, we in the public eye, we are in TV. There's a certain way you must even facials. Chemical peels konke lokho angithi phela wenza sure ukuthi you have good skin so that you can wear the makeup to be on TV. Now if mhlambe your skin is breaking out kunzima ukufaka makeup on top of that because your face needs to relax and whatever. What's the word I'm looking for? Not relax. Breathe. Yes, it needs to breathe. Guys, I love the people in this room because I'm losing my words and they are just finding it. But yeah, Uguti, basically just don't be lazy.
Yeah.
Unganqeni, make sure that you're always on point for yourself, for your career, doing more than just uvukiseni or act. Make sure you are involved in other things, ambassadorial work, so that you can attract the right brands because then nemali phuma lapho. Yeah.
Can you say the pressure of trying to remain relevant, the need to post every day to look good in this industry is one of the reasons why some artists suffer from like depression and stuff? Because sometimes you're not in the mood for it. You're just like, no.
Yeah. I mean, you know what I do when I'm not in the mood? I'm not in the mood. I'm sorry, but ngeke ngize ngifose. Sometimes, yeah. I mean, sometimes on my Instagram, ngiyaphelele inyanga ngingapostanga because I'm like, angikhaleli nje.
I'm not in the mood.
Angikhaleli. I'm not gonna fake being in a good space. I'm going through a little bit right now, or I'm taking a social media break on purpose because it can get overwhelming, and especially with us, there's a whole lot of negative things that are also written. So you're like, lalela. So Khalil aibo umuntu uzokwenza nje. Like for instance, Durban July, abantu babengikwenza inkaba yami. I'm just like, guys, really? So I'm sitting there. I'm just like, oh, I love my dress. Oh, yeah, fever. Oh. I'm just like, okay. So imagine like a navel. Like, are you kidding me? Come on. So I'm not gonna go on Instagram and pretend lokho kungangilimaza mentally. So to take care of my mental health, I really do just move away, take a little bit of a break. I will only post izinto with regards to umsebenzi probably that I've shot already, and I'll post all my work content. But all day to day, then I won't post it if I'm not in the right frame of mind.
No, I hear you.
Yeah.
You're a mother to a beautiful girl.
Baby girl, yes.
As celebrities, some think ukuthi parenting is a by the way thing. For Nina, as imali ikwazi ukwenzelana everything. Is this the case? Noma, Nani, you face the same realities and hardships of parenthood.
I mean, obviously you do. I would like to think I'm a hands-on mother. You know, I am there as much as I can. Whenever I can take my daughter to school, I do. I'm present. I can't wait to get home to come back to her. But I think motherhood, iyafana nathi sonke. I mean, I'll sit maybe on a flight with another woman who has a toddler. Sobabili ed, sobabili ushubele base bethe laba siyagijima ke manje la kule flight.
Lalela, we are owning the space.
That's it, manje. I'm actually not going to sit down. I'm not going to take a nap. I'm going to run around.
Yes.
There we are going, yeah, this is normal life for us. Yes, we're running, chasing our toddlers up and down the aisle on a freaking flight. This is normal, you know, and you find people laughing, but there's an understanding in the community. Yo, mama, understand the into that you're going through. And if I'm on a flight, for instance, and there's a woman struggling with kids, I'm like, I'll take one because you're going through. Because it happens to me. Let me take one child. You have one. Yes.
Let's
I'll hold the baby. You run after the toddler. Like, as much as we can, I feel like as all mama, we're just always there for each other because we know. But I think gyafana.
Yeah,
really gyafana. We all want to be present moms. We all want to be there for our kids. At the same time, we are working moms because I cannot be a great mother to her if I'm not happy.
True.
Work makes me happy. I'll go to work. I'll come back. I'm a beautiful mom to her. I'm happy. I'm present. I'm furthering my life as well. My life is not going to stand still. It'll actually do even better.
True.
You know, I'll be more motivated.
Still talking about realities, what's the one thing oyidlayo engashoka nje surprise? Mhlambe nje uzithandela iqanda nophuthu. You know those combos.
Oh my God. Well, I love having breakfast for dinner.
Yeah.
Like any day.
Breakfast for dinner.
Yeah, like breakfast ebusuku.
Cornflakes, wheat bix, and
no,
milk.
as in bacon, eggs, and sausage.
Oh,
Yeah. So even if I go out to restaurants, like Gaziwa, it has to be a restaurant that has an all-day breakfast because 9 times out of 10 gizo all-day breakfast. I love breakfast.
Dinner dates when upis bacon.
Yeah. Having dinner and it's like a breakfast. I love it. Yeah.
You recently left the Queen where you played Utando.
Yeah.
What's next for Jessica? What are we looking out for?
Vuli viewing.
Not even you're not even gonna give us a channel, maybe. Not even a time slot, maybe.
Vuli TV uzobona.
Hey, we'll be flipping through channels. But one thing for sure, we will definitely find you. You are unmissable. We cannot miss you. No, we can't miss you on our screens. Thank you so much, Jessica. Our listeners are having a feast like on Facebook.
Yeah,
comments.
Yes, please.
So that you can see exactly what they're saying. They're loving the content, but most importantly, they're loving you and your acting too. Some saying, I just love you. I'll always call you Ukondi because I love the character you played as Ukondi. Yawubusisa umphefumulo wami
nomuntu bakithi
balesa mapungane saying the beautiful queen uzukufakela nane crown, love her so much. Hey, hayi usakhala ngokuthi angayeka ukuphefumula uSandile. Abasamhleki kanje.
Sandile phefumula phela.
Uthi phela mangathola wena ngancama kwa everything, he'd leave it all. Thank you so much, Jessica.
Thank you. This has been such an amazing interview. Thank you.
Thank you for taking the time. We'll be looking out for you on our screens. Can't wait to see what it is that you'll be bringing, but I know it'll be heat.
Yes, always. I won't let you down.
Where can people find you on socials?
I'm literally at Jessica Nkosi everywhere. Well, I don't have TikTok, Pela, and honestly, I don't think I'm going to get it.
Oh, yeah. It's for the relevance.
Do you have it? Exactly.
This is how we wrap up our interview on the A-listers.